Morning guys, Scott from Scruba's Detailing in Lawnton. What I want to do, while I've got the opportunity to do it, is just run you through a quick process on giving these wheels on the AU Fairmont a clean up and prep ready for the show in, well, basically it'll be 2 weeks on Sunday. So what I've got is, got a wheel stand there, as you see, a couple of rollers on the bottom, in the back, a roller at the top there, and the wheel sits on, and basically this is fantastic for cleaning and coating, polishing, etc. like that. So you just sit it there and the wheel rotates, so you're not having to get up under like this and clean all this sort of stuff or polish at different angles and just weird stuff like that. And so you can get it down, you just be working on one spot in the one angle, the way you go. And then obviously flip the wheel around, same thing on the front. You're working in a better area. You got more flexibility on how you work on the wheels. So what we're going to do with this one, there's a little bit of browning here. This is on the inside, obviously. A little bit of browning, and that's going to be from mud. So there's been never any tyre shine or anything like that put on the inside of these tyres. There's no need to, obviously. So this will be just from running through when I've been driving in the rain, etc. Just dirt and grime from the road. So all I've got is a bit of orange APC, all-purpose cleaner, or an orange cleaner. Right, hit the tyre with that, hit the tyre wall, and what I like to do is really give it a good soak with stuff and hit that first. And while you're working on the rest of the wheel, that tyre, I'll get some more, why not? While you're working on the rest of the wheel, that tyre can sit and soak, and the dirt will come off. And as you can see down there, the dirt's really starting to come off that tyre. So that's brilliant. You can see the dirt that's inside there starting to break down. Now these wheels are already ceramic coated with IGL wheel ceramic coating. So all these things really need is a nice clean up before we head down to the show. I'm not going to jinx myself or anyone else and say that the weather's not going to be good when we drive down there, because that's just not fair. It has happened in the past. And generally when I do stuff like this on my own vehicles, first time I drive them clean, it rains. Like I spent 3 days on the undercarriage of this car after I purchased it, just cleaning it up. And it was only dust. The previous owner drove it from his house up near his farm up to the packing shed for 20 years up and down a dirt road. No rust throughout the car where there normally is, because it was pretty well kept as a dry vehicle, which is nice. But yeah, I spent 3 days cleaning up the undercarriage just to get all that dust and dirt and stuff off. And then I went out to get an exhaust system put on the vehicle and had to go pick up a body kit for it. And we ended up getting torrential rain after I had the exhaust done and went to pick up the body kit. And I was driving through ankle deep water in certain areas, trying to get home and pick parts up and stuff like that. So my 3 days of work underneath the vehicle, I'm just hoping that doesn't happen this time round. Get this thing cleaned up again, and then away we go. So as you can see there, ceramic coat. Look at the beading inside the wheel there. So that's fantastic. So that's IGL wheel, guys, and that's brilliant. Now, if this dries down a bit, we'll quickly show you how we're looking there. I might need to hit this again. I may not, because it's not any tyre shine on it. But let's quickly grab a cloth. We'll give that a bit of a dry just so we can all see what's going on with these tyres. As I said, this is the inner wall. No tyre shine's ever been put on these. And these wheels and tyres are approximately 2,000 kilometres old. I haven't done a lot of case since I put these wheels and tyres on this car. Actually, I haven't done a lot of case since I've bought this car. There's a little, if you can pick it up in the light we've got, there's a small little line sort of runs around down the bottom there, and my educated guess would be that is silicon content in the tyre itself. that's sort of stuck on there, and you can start to see now up above it there's still a bit of dirt and stuff sitting there, so these are going to need another good dose of orange cleaner. Again, it's on the inside, no one's going to see it, so I shouldn't really worry too much about it, but that's just the way I am. So let's give that another brush down. So let's see if we can't get that better. If we can't, like I said, it's on the inside. I'm not overly concerned. Yeah, there are products that are designed for getting those marks out of rubber and stuff, but like I said, inside, I'm not concerned. If the other side looks like that, well then I'll break out the other products and away we go. Nice rinse down again. I love the way that IGL wheel just beads that water off these wheels. That's yeah, look, if you're considering ceramic coating your wheels, honestly, it's worth it. It makes cleaning so much easier. IGL, mate. IGL is the go. IGL wheel on these things just, yeah, it makes it so much easier. Anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the phone down and flip this wheel around. I'll show you how we do the face. Righto, so we're back onto the face of the wheel. So what you want to do, plenty of soap in your bucket. I'm just using regular car wash, so I'm using IGL wash. It's quite lubricating. It's not super sudsy, but the lubrication is in the wash, so I know that I'm not just putting crap on there. And give these spokes a good wash out. Again, coated in IGL wheels, so these are going to be fairly simple to do, which is good. That's what we want. All right, I like a nice, quick, easy clean. I'm not. If we need to throw a heap of time into a car, my wife can vouch for how much time I spend cleaning cars. I am not concerned about that. Right, there we go. So look at the beading. Check out the beading. Look at the beading on that. Isn't that just insane? IGL wheel is going to help you keep your wheels clean and easy to keep them clean. How good is that? Now let's have a look at that tyre wall. Okay, so that tyre wall is pretty clean too. So as I said, every time I give this car a wash, I clean the tyre walls. I do use IGL tyre on them. It's not. Can you say it's a tyre shine? I don't know. I mean, you can throw it in that class, tyre shine. It's more not your regular tyre shines that get sprayed on, full of silicone type sprays that goes everywhere. And you can, if you use those ones, you can use applicators, applicator sponges, etc. Well, I'll show you that, how I do it. Wipe them on so you're not getting onto your rims. That tyre wall is really quite clean, so I'm happy with that. Righto, so the blower. I'll show you how I drive these things down now. Righto, so the big boy blower. This thing might be a bit loud. You may not hear everything I'm saying. We'll see how we go. Big boy blower. The reason I use a blower as much as I can is so you're not putting a cloth to your painted surfaces, especially on your car. Put a cloth to your painted surfaces and you're getting dust, etc. in between your cloth and your paint. You're not going to see it all the time, but it will cause micro marring or swirling, etc. Okay, you want to avoid that. So if you can afford it, there's a lot of little blowers on the market. Years ago, what Detailer was doing before, like the likes of Big Boy Blower and stuff, were released using pet drying. What do they call them? Pet dryers. So your pet grooming shops have got heated blowers for drying down dogs, cats, whatever. And people were using those years ago. Now you've got the likes of Big Boy Blower, you've got, man, there's plenty of brands out there you can find. And if your budget doesn't go to those, well then you can always just get a Ryobi, Milwaukee, I don't know, a different brand here. Alrighty, we're back. So what we got now, IGL tyre. So very low sling. What I like about this one, if you put it on and leave it sit overnight, if possible. I mean, you don't have to leave it sit overnight, but if you've got the luxury where you can let your car sit for a few hours, it will dry off nicely into your tyre and it won't fling at all. Brilliant stuff. So let's see if I can set this up there. Anyway, I don't know what we'll do. Whoop, look out, it's all going, it's all falling over. Typical. Do a video, they said. Easy, they said. So anyway, I've got a sponge that's been cut up so I can use this as an applicator. So, like I said previously, IGL tyre is like a paste rather than a spray, and you obviously a smaller sponge to apply to the wheel. You're not getting it on your wheel faces, and you're not spraying it out like you do with your normal tyre shines. All right, so and the bonus of the wheel stand, you just spin that wheel around, and you keep working. How good's that? So good. So the wheel stand, for anyone interested, Refract Car Care Products over in Perth is where I've picked that up from. Quite cheap actually compared to what else is on the market, but the quality is mental. Quality's the same, if not better, than some of the stuff on the market for prices that are ridiculous. Alright, so there we go. So that is the wheel cleaned up, ready to rock and roll. The wheel faces, the lip, and obviously the barrel is all coated in IGL wheel ceramic coating. Tyre's now got IGL tyre on it. You can see it's a bit, I don't know if glossy is the word I want to use. It's not super glossy. I mean, it is when I first put it on because it's wet. Obviously, as it dries off, it becomes a really nice finish, and it won't fling when you're driving off too. So, absolutely brilliant product. IGL, get onto it, check it out. If you've got any questions on regimes, how we do things, or if you want to get your car looked after, give us a yell. Happy to help you out. Cheers.